Okay, we are going to do example 3. Example 3 is solve the triangle PQR. So I'll just, I'm sitting in my sun porch, so it's people walking by that are crying. But anyways, PQR, angle R is 45 degrees. Angle P, or side P is 13, side Q is 19. And we need to solve the triangle. So we need to find all the sides and angles that are missing. So we're going to be finding side R and angle Q and angle P. So once again, I start by looking to see, do I have an angle side relationship that I can use law of sine and set up my proportion? But I don't. I have a side angle side situation. So in order to find that side, I'm going to have to use the law of cosine. So I'm going to start off by using the law of cosine to find the side. So we're going to find side R. Why I like this example is because we're used to seeing triangles with A, B, and C. And in this triangle, we have P, Q, and R. So you kind of have to think about it. It doesn't really set up with the variables that you have seen the law of cosine written in. So let's think about it. We're trying to find side R. We're given angle R, and the two sides that make up that angle are side P and side Q. So if I want to write down the equation, you really don't need to write down the equation, but if you want to, you can. If I'm going to write down this equation, R squared is going to be equal to, let's see, P squared plus Q squared minus 2 PQ cosine R. Now, I don't usually write down the actual formula. I just go through and look at the relationships. I'm looking for R squared. I'm going to use the two sides that are given, 13 squared plus 19 squared minus 2 times 13 times 19, and the cosine of the angle that is given, which is 45. I'm looking for R, not R squared, so I need to go ahead and take the square root of this. I plug it into my calculator and I end up getting R is equal to 13.44. So I know this is 13.44. So now, once I have that side, I now have an angle side pair. I now have this side and this angle, which gives me an angle side pair, so I can use law of sine at this point to solve the rest of my triangle. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use law of sine to finish solving the triangle. So I can now solve for either P or Q. It doesn't matter because I have both of those sides. I'll go ahead and solve for P. So sine of 45 degrees over 13.44 is equal to sine P over 13. I can go ahead and cross multiply. I'm solving for an angle, so you need to use the inverse, sine inverse of 13 sine 45 all over 13.44. And I'm going to get that angle P is equal to 43.15 degrees. And then I can last solve for R by just using that all the angles in a triangle add up to 180. Subtract out the two given angles that I know, and I'm going to get 91.85 degrees. And then that should solve my triangle. So 91.85 5. So I've now solved for all my sides and all my angles. And like I said, I like that one because we're not using A, B, and C. Example 4 is essentially the exact same thing as example 3, so I'm not going to do a video for that, but I'll have it, and Ms. Helix and I will both have it in our completed notes. So I'll finish off the videos with one more example. I'll be doing example 5.